Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your angel and spirit guide message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now, before I dive into this reading, I want to say that during these uncertain and scary times, these readings focus on love, light, and positivity to raise up our energy vibration, to raise us up, to have us moving forward in strength and in power of self and in positivity instead of bringing us down, having us feel scared, small, and insignificant, because there's just enough of that going around. And so, okay, with that said, Leo, let's dive in. I'm going to be starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also going to be your totem animals for this time. If you see these animals in the wild or you see an image of these animals, this is really your angels and your spirit guides, Leo, tapping you on the shoulder saying, remember this message. So angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, you have the parrot spirit. Watch your words. I love that. And you have the hawk spirit. Let your spirit be your guide. Let spirit be your guide. I love that both of these have wings. You know, both of these are birds. I love that there's an intelligence and a fierceness to you here. And I love that you are taking flight. And that is really quite powerful for you. Oh, your chakra cards. There we go. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Show me clearly. Ooh. So, truth, your throat chakra, just wanted to be heard. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, very interesting. Okay. And grounding. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. You're grounded in the truth right now. And you have to be. You have to be grounded in your truth. I know that's like harsh to say, because you don't have to do anything. But right now there is a sense of speaking your truth, moving forward in your truth, living in your truth, and that being the strength of your roots. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Angel and spirit guide message for Leo. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. At the center of everything, we have the Hierophant. So you have a strong Taurus energy here, a time frame of April 20th to May 20th. Then you have the Knight of Swords in air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is, again, your truth. And this is moving forward with power and ferocity. Then we have the Five of Swords. Doubts and fears and feeling stuck and overwhelmed. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. And here it is depicted beautifully by your angels, handing you a gift of prosperity, of wealth, of abundance. Then you have the Knight of Wands. This is you charging forward. You might actually find here, Leo, that what you want to do, it's like what you physically think you have to be doing and your instinct is telling you, is going to be in conflict with what your mind is saying. So just be mindful of this during this time. Then you have the Ace of Wands, a gift that you are most definitely taking. And you have the Emperor. So this is not the Emperor, the Empress. So this is a sense of claiming your throne, of knowing where it is that you stand, of cultivation, creation. Three of Cups. Two of Cups. And, excuse me. And you have the Tower. Oh, interesting. Because you're running towards what's falling apart. You're running towards a change. And this is kind of like, ready or not, Leo, here it comes. And, you know, your angels and your spirit guides aren't really, quite frankly, going to be, it's not that they're not going to care, but they're not going to be that perturbed if you're not ready for it. They're like, well, this is the time, this is what needs to be done, now's the time, now's the time to go. And so this change comes in, and the Tower, I don't see the Tower as a bad thing at all. I see it as change. And I see it as change that comes for us whether we want it to or not. And if we keep on avoiding the change, then it can become very intense. But also sometimes life just gets intense. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. There's no reason to sit there and say, why did you have to lose everything? Why did everything have to fall apart? Why did the relationship have to, be demolished? And why did you have to, lose your home? Why did you have to lose your job? Why did you have to do all of this when this happens to us in our lives? And sometimes there's no other reason than it is forging you. It is forging you into someone so much stronger and so much more than you could ever have thought you could be. I remember losing my home and just sitting there. I think I cried for a year. Every single night when I got home from a job that I hated to a world that seemed like nothing but the same, I just cried. It was just so much. And so sometimes it doesn't have a reason. And, but I see here, you're crowned with prosperity. There are gifts that are definitely coming your way. And this is permeating every single aspect of this reading because you're not taking these quite yet, or your angels aren't quite handing them to you yet, but you're seeing it. And you're seeing the light of the gold glimmer. And you're moving towards the light of your angels that is glimmering. And this is why your words, it says, watch your words. Watch your words and let your spirit be your guide. Watch what you say. Watch the words that you speak into existence. You are crowned here. Your words have majesty to them. Watch them. And then here with the hawk spirit, you're being guided by spirit towards something more, towards something greater. You are unfurling your wings and you are seeing how you can fly. And you are also knowing that, the only sight animal that's a better hunter than we are, that's a better sight hunter than we are as human beings, is a bird of prey. And you have that bird of prey here saying, let spirit be your guide because I'm better at this than you are. I'm stronger at this. I'm more powerful at this. And you are going to take flight. Your truth. Truth is going to be really important. It's going to make you and break you during this time. It's kind of like you might have to realign what you had thought before. I'm not saying that in a bad way because this is a reading of change. This is a reading of cultivation. This is a reading of empowerment. This is a reading of, of strength. It is a reading of strength. And here with truth, it takes tremendous strength to speak your truth, to be a part of your truth, to be your truth. And that's what you're embracing here. You're embracing your truth and you're finding it balancing you through your passion, through your intuition, through your instincts, and through your emotions. And you're seeing the balance of what you want and what you need, and it's grounding you. You're being grounded in your truth. So it might be that for some of you, Leos, during this time, you are seeing what you stand for, what you want. And it can be for others of you, you're discovering it, bits and pieces. So when you're seeing it and you're seeing what you stand for, that's pretty firm. When you're discovering it little bit by little bit, that's a bit more gentle. It depends on where you are in your own spiritual journey as a human being. So here with grounding, you're being grounded. You are seeing the strength of your roots. You are seeing the strength of yourself, okay? Because the roots are what holds the tree. And so are you too flexible with things? Do you not have enough of a stance within yourself? Are you too rigid? Do you not bend at all with the wind? These are going to be important. And as you're seeing what you are and what you desire and where it is that you want to be, you're seeing the strength of your roots. And you might have to tend to your roots, tend to what is truly important to you, tend to what you truly desire, because at the heart of everything is the Hierophant. Now you have a strong call to a Taurus energy. Again, a time frame April 20th to May 20th. But this is a Pope-like figure. Well, this is the Pope right here, quite frankly. And so in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Hierophant is seen as the Pope. So that in medieval times and, Renaissance times and up until relatively recently in human history, the Pope was seen as the King of Kings. He was the one who got to tell people what to do. And kings had to listen, right? So here, there is a sense of your power telling you what you have to do. There's a sense of, this is who I am, this is what I need. And then there's love coming, and your angels are kissing you with love. I mean, it's just kind of like, as you embrace your strength, your power, your truth, as you embrace the freedom of your soul, all right? And freedom of your soul doesn't mean, no responsibilities, yay, let's go out and just have a party all the time. It means taking responsibility for things. And it means seeing where you stand and what you stand for. And as you do so, your angels kiss you. And they say, I am endowing you with love and beauty and understanding, because the issues that you have that come up, that make you doubt yourself, that make you doubt the way that you can move forward, that have you questioning your roots or have you questioning yourself, there are starting to come answers. It can be one answer. I mean, one answer to your greatest, universal truth. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. And so here, it's like you learn where to stand and you learn what you're standing for in bits and pieces, or it can be very intensely. And your angels are blessing you with love. But you're also standing for love. You're standing for your heart's truth and your heart's power and the embrace of your existence. And as you do so, okay, you stand taller, shoulders back, head up. Stand in your power. Because this leads you to the Knight of Swords. Now, it can be an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. This person can be going in a little bit of a different direction than you are going in. Yeah, just a bit. So here, with the Knight of Swords, this can also be your mind and yourself. You're going to want to charge towards the chaos and be like, I can take it on. And here's the thing. Step back a little bit and know what it is that you're fighting for. Because sometimes we as individuals, and especially if you have fire in your chart, most definitely, it's like, okay, I'm going to act. I'm going to go for it. And sometimes in the instinct of it all, it sounds like a great idea. In the instant of it all, it sounds like a great idea. And going with your instincts sounds so perfect. And it's just like with your mind. It's like before you think things out, if you just think, okay, this is what I'm going for. This is what I want. There's rashness here, is what I'm seeing. And so as you step back from rashness and as you embrace power, logic, and understanding, and it has to be being logical with your emotional self and with your intellectual self. So with your emotional self, there's a sitting there and saying, what does my heart need? What does my soul need? What makes me powerful? What embraces my love? And then with your intellectual self, okay, well, how can I make this possible? And what needs to be done? What do I need to do? Because you're charging forward. And there's a sense here. I mean, you have the Three of Chalices. So you have the Three of Cups. You have two angels handing you a gift. And the Three of Cups, how I always see the Three of Cups, whether I'm reading for myself, whether I'm reading for a friend or anybody, the Three of Cups is always somebody who was supposed to have your back, but didn't. So here, there are only two angels. Yes, the third cup can very well be you. But there's somebody who disappointed you. It can be yourself, where you're looking at it and you're thinking, wow, I really messed that up. I charged too fast, and I can't forgive myself. There is a need for forgiveness. There is a need to know that emotionally you learned that lesson, and it was divinely guided. Okay? It was a lesson that maybe you're sitting there and thinking, man, if that was divine, that's messed up. But there is this sense of hurt, pain, and disappointment. There is a sense of looking at that person that was supposed to have your back, who was supposed to care for you, who was supposed to help you move forward, and thinking, you just didn't. You just didn't. How do you move forward from that? It can be a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. It can be an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. But what you're seeing now is you're seeing the strength of the angels that you have, and you're building strength within yourself, within what you desire. And that's moving you forward. And it's like, okay, this is messed up. This was messed up. You were supposed to have my back. You were supposed to care for me. It can be a parent that was supposed to care for their child. It can be, a partner that was supposed to care for their partner and they couldn't. And they're like, I'm going to fix this. Don't rush off too quickly, Leo. Don't. Think, plan, look, see. Because at your roots is a tower time. At your roots is feeling like all the king's horses and all the king's men and couldn't put you back together again. And it's like, no. It's that sometimes things have to fall in order for them to move forward, in order for them to evolve. I have a friend, he reads the tarot, and he likes to tell me, sometimes you have to lose the world to gain it. And I always thought that was the oddest thing. He was a teacher of mine too. I was like, you have to lose the world to gain it. But sometimes it's after the most horrific things, the most heartfelt pains, that you really start to see your power. You really start to see that you're a knight defending what you want from your life. And you're defending it intellectually, and you're defending it passionately. And things have fallen. Things have fallen apart, and they won't be the same. And you might think, oh my gosh, that's horrible. But it might not be. It might be a step to something that you hadn't anticipated, you hadn't expected. And it changes you. It really does. But it brings in a change that is very good for you, because it leads you to prosperity. It leads you to your angels and your spirit guides handing you gifts on this earthly plane. One of passion and creativity, of instinct and intuition. The other of prosperity and bounty. And you're taking it. You are. This one, you're absolutely taking. It's at your roots. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing with this. And this one is permeating every single aspect of this time for you. Moving you forward towards what you love, what you desire, as things fall apart, but as you rebuild. And then you have the Empress. This is like the Divine Mother. This is a sense of powerful self. This is claiming a throne that you thought was lost. This is knowing that what you create, what you give birth to, and it doesn't mean that you have to be giving birth, actually. It's what you create from within yourself. What you create, what you manifest, what you work hard at. When you take something, when you make something from nothing, pretty much. What it becomes. It's kind of like having paints in a blank canvas and saying, what are you going to create, Leo? What do you want? It's having a harvest. But it's also seeing that, yes, the seeds that you have planted yield fruit. But if you just left that fruit on the vine, they would rot and they would fall. And so there would be no harvest. There would just be more decay. So here, it's like, it's time. It's time to see what you have planted, and it's time to see the fruits of your labor, to move forward. Because with the 5 of Swords, it's doubt, it's fear. It's feeling trapped, and it's feeling caged, and it's feeling overwhelmed, and it's like, enough is enough. That's really what it is. Enough is enough. Trapped within your own mind. And the Swords, they can do that. It's when we turn inward, and we turn too far inward. You know, there's a beautiful balance needed between turning inward and turning outward. So if we are turned outward, you know, and we are only living for other people, we never live for ourselves, that's bad. But if we are too much in our own heads, and then we worry over everything, oh my gosh, I said that wrong. Oh my gosh, I was such an idiot. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. You know, it becomes too much. So here, with the, not with the 5, with the 8 of Swords, and that makes even more sense. It's like, this is trapped. This is trapped. This is overwhelmed. This is like, enough is enough. And it's saying it's time to come out of your thinking about this. It's time to set yourself free. You might not like where you end up. You might not. You might sit there and be like, wow, that's harsh. But it's going to be absolutely necessary. And what you're saying to yourself about a certain situation, it might be true, but you don't need to live there. This is focusing too much on it. And it's saying, no, now it's time to see what you have created, and now it's time to let yourself free, because here, 8 is a worker number. 8 is also a number towards infinity. So, you know, on the side it is infinity. So you're reaching your infinite potential. But you're trapped working in your mind without seeing any way out. This could be saying you need to talk to somebody. And there's absolutely no shame in that. You know, needing to talk to somebody, needing to get some insight. And it's not necessarily talking to a friend, though it can be, but it's talking to somebody who will help you unravel and also listen to what you are saying. So that's going to be important, and that's going to help you be the archetype? Is that an archetype? Well, the mother of the situation. It's kind of like bringing forward the bounty of your existence and of your power. And then it's knowing that, yeah, no, not everybody has your back. Not everybody does. And you know that, Leo. You do. And I like this digression, the 3 to the 2, where it's like, not everybody has your back. Not everybody understands. But you love those who do. And that's what the real power is. Your subconscious message for this time is the Nine of Pentacles. Prosperity, success, leading you on a path towards greatness, leading you to something so much more than you imagined. Subconsciously, you know that things are moving you forward. You know that things will be getting better. Your subconscious chakra message is visualization. See what it is that you want. See it in your mind's eye. It's powerful. It's powerful to be able to visualize. This isn't just imagining. Imagining is like a hope and a wish. And hoping and wishing is great. But what are you going to do about it? It's visualizing. It's knowing that the first place you need to conquer anything is between your ears. And then once you see it, you go for it. You start working, cultivating, creating it within your existence so that it just doesn't live within your mind. And then your subconscious spirit animal message is the snake spirit. It says it's time to heal. It is, though. It's time to heal. And it's time to let go. Not let go so much of, it's time to understand that chaos has its place. And it's time to heal from that chaos you've been carrying and the hurt that has been causing kind of like a fight or flight reaction to things. It's a hurt that gets triggered easily, and it's a hurt that you'll say never again, and so you'll act very intensely to it. So just be mindful of that. Yeah. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Stay safe, and I love you all. Bye.